Right, well, hello everybody. It's me, Luke. It's good to see you. I'm here with another film review for you guys and for me as well, for both of us to work together like that. And be all sticky, maybe not sticky, um, but yes, the Backrooms. Oh my goodness. Um, oh, before we start. Spoiler, by the way, if you want to watch the Backrooms, you can click off and not watch this video. Made myself a decaf coffee. But anyway, there's a lot to unpack with the Backrooms film. First thing, the film's been out for like 2 or 3 days, and it's got like 180 million or some ridiculous, stupidly large number, and the budget was like 10 million. 10 million. Think about that. Yeah, I've got 10 million. Oh, I made 18 times that. Just because I'm that awesome. That's first thing. Second thing, when a film is good, the film never feels like the length of the film. It doesn't feel like you're sat there for an hour and 45 minutes. It feels like you're sat there for like 45, 30 at most. It just doesn't feel like a long time. And it did that, by the way, if you couldn't tell. The film was very good. Scared the shit out of me. My God. Honestly, don't know if it was just coincidence or not, but afterwards, man, I was like, I feel ill. And maybe because my heart was going, whoa, or because I was just feeling a little ill. Regardless, really good. Very solid film. There's a lot of underlying themes, obviously. So, well, first thing, the Backrooms. What is it, right? And obviously, it's like this non-reality, right? It's like this. Here's reality. Here's nothing, and it's like, what the fuck is this? It's like this weird, like, God knows. You explain it, you can't. It's kind of just like this in-between realm, and it does a good job. So it's okay. So in the Backrooms film, there's this guy. Can't even remember his name. Just a guy, right? And he finds the entrance into this back room, right? And it's funny because at the start, it feels like it's not reality. It's weird reality, right? But you're like, oh, okay. I feel like I'm approaching it, right? And like, it feels like it's at a safe distance, right? Even though there's weird stuff going on, but it still feels like it's not twisted or dangerous just yet. It's like a like a bad drawing, right? But then as the film progresses and gets further and further, and ironically, as the film goes on, they go deeper into this place, right? And the deeper you go, the more twisted reality becomes. It becomes weirder and weirder, and man, ugh, shivers. Absolutely incredible. Um, the the thing is, when you watch a film, right, like a regular adventure film, whatever, right? Usually, if a character finds this mysterious, like this world, it's like a reality, but a little bit different. It's like an Alice in Wonderland situation, right? It's like this wonder here, and it's cool, and you get to go on this adventure, right? But then you get to see this main character, like the adventure. It's not an adventure. again, so it's a horror film, obviously. It's the anti-adventure, right? Um, and it's okay. I'll explain better. So he he finds his place. He explores it loads. And also, by the way, this guy's life seems relatively crap to begin with. It's not like it's bad, but like his wife don't like him. He drinks. He has a store that no one likes. No one goes to it. Um, and he's just really unhappy with that. And he's unhappy with the reality, right? And he wants something different. You know, I think a lot of people do. Um, but the and then he finds this non-reality, and he fucking grabs it by the horns. He fucking, I'm here for it, right? Um, and he just like this is the adventure. This is the calling that if it was a hero film, this is the calling. This is the thing to conquer, to overcome. And then there'll be like stories and parallels in this backrooms that you'd learn, and then go into real life, and then make up with your wife. Like, oh, wife, you know what? Maybe I sucked, right? But it's a horror film. It's the anti-hero's adventure, and he goes in. He brings in these people that should not be in this situation. He has these people that work at his store as well, and then he brings them in, and then they end up dying, right? And and then he ends up getting cornered, and then like I'm like, oh well, he's dead, right? Because I'm like, well, the monster kills indiscriminately, but then later on it's like, oh, guess what? He's alive. You're like, huh, that's weird. And well, why didn't the monster kill? And there's probably some parallels between like him being the monster, like already, because he was so willing to embrace this anti-reality, because he's so quick to embrace it and so willing to embrace it. Like only monsters can do that, you know. Does that make sense? Well, yeah, no. Give me a sec. Because at the start of the film, he has this therapist, and he's just so unhappy, and like, oh yeah, well yeah, so therapist, so the therapist also ends. So like, basically, he goes in, he finds his adventure, he drags the people in, they die, he confronts the monster, and then in a way becomes the monster, right? Because he embraces the backrooms, okay. And then the therapist is like, well, he leaves a message to his therapist, right? He's like, found the window. That's ominous, you know. And like, also there's this part, right, where like there's these drawings on the wall, and it's like the monster, and it's like throwing up what you think to be a kid. And also, now thinking about it, I think that kid is actually meant to be him. But again, that's like, well, I guess it is kind of like what a kid would do. They would embrace the non-reality. Wow, it's an adventure. It's like Alice in Wonderland, you know, in a very, very weird way. But yeah, and the therapist represents reality. That's what therapy is. Therapy is confronting the falsehoods, and then aligning them with what's not false, right? And so the man who's effectively became this monster, he does this thing, right? So early in the film, the therapist's like, well, we're gonna act out this stuff that happened in the past, try and unpack it, right? And he has a relatively bad reaction to it. The therapist's like, well, no, it's fine. You had that reaction. People are people, right? And then later on, the guy traps the therapist. He has her tied down to the chair, and he's like, "We're gonna act this out, right?" But also, he's surrounded by these fucking monsters, like these figures. He's gathered like these like they're like dummy people. They're not real people. They're fake people. He's gathered them in his room. Um, and he's like, well, we're gonna act out the same thing we acted out earlier, the Iron Pact. And he's really showing himself there, because again, he's the monster in this situation. He's the one who didn't like reality, and then when he got the opportunity to disagree with it, he went, "This guy will. I'll do the backrooms. I know the backroom. I'm Mr. Backrooms, John Backrooms himself." I mean, good on him. You know, bad on him actually. Regardless. So, and the therapist does a really good job in speaking sense to him, and saying, "Hey, man, you like this reality? Good. Have at it." And then she's like, "All you gotta do is let me go. You can fucking jog on, mate. But I won't live, thanks." Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, okay. Sure." Because he's got enough sense in him. Like, he's a monster at this point. Because he's like... And there's this whole thing. Like, there's a whole cannibalism thing going on as well. Because he eats the dummy people. And he eats, like, his co-worker. Because they're in a fridge. Like, that's a whole thing. He eats people. Because that's being the monster. But he has enough rationale to be like, you know what? I'm gonna let you go. Then, terrifyingly, there's this big pirate man that comes along. And I think that's the monster. That's like the, like, I should probably explain what the pirate is. So, the guy who's running the store is like, the theme is that it's a furniture store, but it's like Captain something something store. Arg, we're in the 90s. Come on down to here and buy this thing, right? And in a weird way, I think the pirate is representative of like the Mask, right? And because that's a fake reality as well, right? And that's representative of like, he's trying to make this thing happen and it's not working, and then it also becomes the monster as well, right? And it's fucking terrifying. It is terrifying. And what happens is he's like, "I don't know what you're doing here, but it's okay. They said that we can be who we want to be." Again, him and this pirate monster guy are two in the same, kind of. He's got enough human in him to still be human, but he's still the monster. But this thing is like, it's like a copy of him, but it's a real monster. And like how he's been eating the dummy people and how he's been eating real people, it eats him, and he dies. And that's what the monster does. Monsters eat people and you die, even if you're the monster. I think, well, that's a theme in every story pretty much. You don't negotiate with the monster. Even if you're the monster, it doesn't matter, because the monster you don't win against. No one does. And it like chomps into him, like the bite of, was that the bite of 87? Like, it chomps into him, and I was like, oh, that's terrifying. And then it chases the therapist, and dead ass, right? So this is okay. So there's a moment where the therapist is running, the pirate's still chasing. They go up this like weird staircase. Like, there's a very big drop, and they're going up the staircase, and they go up so fucking slowly. The slowest I've ever seen someone go up a staircase, right? And they go up this thing, and they end up in this copy of this guy's piratey like warehouse that sells, not warehouse, piratey place that sells furniture, And the pirate is just there. And he shows up and he's walking up, right? And the woman, by the way, awesome. They have this like like a clothing rack or whatever, like a coat rack, and like smash his peg leg in. And honestly, I would have smashed this pirate monster guy's brains out. Open, he would have been cooked, cooked. I'm telling you, cooked, fam, right? Absolutely chefed up, G, right? Um, but then this guy gets the jump on the main character on this therapist woman, and by the way, I don't know what adrenaline they got. Right, they got some good damn adrenaline because like she's holding off this like probably like 300-400 pound massive like fucking not amalgamation but like creature with one arm, and then she pulls up this rock. She has this rock from her childhood, and then she starts bludgeoning it. And blood's going everywhere. And they're able to make some space and then go in this thin gap that only they can fit in. And this is a moment where she's looking at this monster, this thing that's like a replicant of a guy who's trying to embrace the monster in him, and she doesn't even look at it with like fear. She looks at it like a they look at it it's almost like this like amount of like pity and somewhat like what's the word, like not sadistic, like curiosity, but like sort of like you're looking at this like thing and like not judging it, not really at that point not even scared of it, but just like looking at it very like, oh, so that's the monster, right? And then she ends up escaping and running into the hazmat suit guys. And it scares the shit out of them because there's a damn lady going around. But yeah. Oh, also, there's something I completely forgot. Sorry. There's a very cool thing they did. So, we're going a bit further back, right? So, the guy gets his employees and they go down this shaft area. Not really a shaft, but it's kind of they go down a shaft, right? And this guy's being lowered down on a rope, and they end up in the weirdest area you've seen to that point in the film, right? And there's all this like laundry everywhere. Apparently it stinks and it's weird and stuff's all like the walls are broken and shitty and stuff. And the what are my thoughts? Yeah, sorry. There's this face inside the laundry, and you don't see it, and the character doesn't even react to it. And it's like kind of like a pseudo jump scare, because when you're watching a horror film, your brain is trying to look for danger, right? And there's this thing where the camera's just imagine the camera's here, and the face is just here, hidden among all of this laundry, as it's looking at the camera's just looking at it, right? And I thought it was pretty scary because it doesn't point it out, it doesn't showcase it, but it's like, oh, that's fucked up. And then as soon as you notice that, it's like, oh no, everything's gonna go wrong now because this is the demon's lair, because it's not right here. This is the line you shouldn't have crossed. And I was like, oh no, it's all gone. And then it did go bad after that. Maybe that's why you shouldn't go into the lair with the demons, you know? Because who knows? You might end up becoming the monster, and then the monster will still eat you regardless. That's why you don't negotiate with them, because you can't. Conclusion. Good film. Very scary. I still don't like horror films. Yep, I liked it. Gave me a lot to think about. A lot of themes to consider. Am I going to watch it again? Probably not, because I don't like horror films. I really don't like them. That's just me. But it was very good regardless. So yeah. Absolute cinema. Bing bang boom bang. That's my review, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Probably gonna turn the camera off now.